Good afternoon, this is Stormcastle. I want to show off a couple books I got in mail. This is Sword of Sorcery number 4 from September 5th, 1973. This is Sword of Sorcery number 5 from December 5th, 1973. So, they came a few months apart. The first story is called Cloud of Hate. The story is by Fritz Leiber, who wrote Fafhrd and Grey Master, who these stories are from. And Howard Chaykin is the cover artist. Denny O'Neil is the writer and editor of the book, translating it to comics, with Howard Chaykin doing pencils and Walt Simonson pencils and Sal Mendola doing pencils and ink. There's also a secondary story in there with Denny O'Neil as the writer and Walt Simonson doing pencils and inks with Ben Oda as the letterer. And the other book, which is a nice yellow cover, is called The Sunken Land. The story again is by Fritz Leiber, the inventor of Fafhrd and the Grey Master. Denny O'Neil is the writer and the editor. Walt Simonson is the penciler. Al Milgrom is the inker, and Ben Oda is the letterer. And Walt Simonson is actually the cover artist. Sorry about that. Of the book. And then there's a second story in the back, The Mouse Alone, about a young Grey Master. Writer is George Alec Effinger, with Jim Starnell as a penciler and Al Milgrom doing ink with Ben Oda as letterers. This is a 5-issue series. I have issue 1, and now I have issue 4 and 5 because they were part of a group. I need to get 2 and 3, and what I honestly need to do is I need to do a comic read through for these. I mean that is an amazing cover. But these stories are taken from Fritz Leiber's Fafhrd and the Grey Master series. Heroes set in Lankhmar that honestly more people really should know more about and talk about. They're great heroes, and honestly, if you've ever played Dungeons & Dragons, inadvertently you tap into the ideas that are behind Fafhrd and Grey Master. They're more of the everyman, less like Conan or John Carter was. They're like, anybody could be these two scallywags. Anyways, this is Stormcastle. Just want to show off a couple amazing books I got, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.